Red is still the traditional color that the majority of consumers seemingly still want, but there's whites and pinks and marbles and all shapes and sizes of colors within the poinsettia world today. So I get the plants in typically in mid-July, and these small cuttings can often come to us from the genetic breeding companies that actually create these new cultivars. And once we pot them, then they go through a process where they're pinched, and the pinched actually makes the poinsettias branch and are more compact and gives them more branching structures which will yield flowers. And then it's just a matter of keeping the fertigation and the pH managed that is optimal, as well as temperature for different growing stages of the poinsettia. So it's about a 12 to 14 week process depending on the type of poinsettia or the variety, and also depending on what our objectives are as far as research. One of the problems or opportunities that we're seeing, and we really want to try to investigate how to improve this, is how do we increase the amount of water that can be retained in the pot as it relates to the substrate composition inside that will extend the shelf life of poinsettias when they go to the garden center or even when they go into a consumer's home, to try to delay the wilting of those plants. So I certainly think NC State is among the leaders in the nation for their either research, the development, or promotion and support of the poinsettia production and the floriculture industry. So I know we have an impact, and I hope that impact continues to be very profound in the years ahead. Watering is usually the key thing that people over or underdo. Water it until it's fully draining of water, let it fully drain, and then pick the pot up. And when you pick the pot up, just take a mental note of the weight of that pot. And then every couple of days or so, walk by and carefully pick the pot up, and then from that mental memory, if you can kind of make that connection, then you'll kind of know, let's put a little bit of water to it. If you're looking at poinsettias on the shelf, just make sure they're uniform as far as their branching. If they're wilting at all, I would certainly bypass that particular plant. And also looking into the flower of the poinsettia itself, and not just the color, but look into the center. And if you see that the floral parts, the actual little flowers, are already shedding and breaking and falling apart, then that plant's already been in flower for a fairly long time, so its shelf life may be reduced. I'd say top 3 things about poinsettias is that they're not poisonous to your pets. Your pets will likely do more damage to them than they will to your pets. That the true flower color of poinsettia is yellow, despite what the bract color around them may be, which is varied. And third is they're very fragile, so treat them like that. We have a variety of different reds, whites, and pinks for the most part. We do have some one particular that's called Autumn Leaves, which is a kind of an apricot pinkish orange poinsettia that is geared towards kind of the Halloween or Thanksgiving market. And that's one of the other neater things about those developing new varieties of poinsettia. It's trying to expand beyond the Christmas holiday season and into other seasons. So can breeders produce poinsettias that are yellow gold for the autumn market? Or can we extend and produce pink poinsettias for Valentine's market? So there's a lot of interest in kind of seeing if we can expand that from the consumer's perspective and offering new varieties, new colors that fit different seasons and holidays of the year.